Fakomiti, so I'm your regular host. A CCA Distributors of Energic International. Now, Energic has been on for over 50 years. That is about 5 decades. Okay, 5 decades. That means it's not a small company. All right, they have actually gone through the test of time, and they produce fantastic technology called Kangen machine. All right. And this wonderful company, this wonderful technology producers help us to convert our regular tap water into a healthy state spring water. What do I call it? A healthy state spring water. That is rock water. And this is the water that our body cell actually needed, simply because spring water contains active hydrogen that is not present in the regular water. Unlike if you actually watch the past video that was just shown. Now, spring water actually contains active hydrogen that make up 3 wonderful properties. 1, antioxidant, anti-aging, and microcluster. Now, these 3 properties makes the water to be far, far different to the regular water that we are actually taking in our home. So this technology is to replicate, to produce the same spring water that have more of active hydrogen that can heal our body system of all manner of disease. And that is the reason why we are here to share you this wonderful technology, this information, so that you can be able to pick up your own Kangen machine. So let's run through the wonderful presentation. Now, 96% of people lying awake at night, worrying about health and finances. All right, and this is the area that our company is actually coming up to be able to help us to solve these 2 challenges, because it gets worrisome when your health is demanding, and at the same time you need finances to be able to fix all this. Now, in Hennessey's body continuums, all right, you can see if your body is actually acid tissues, all right, you tend to be having disease in your body systems. But if your body is coming towards the alkaline body tissue, which we are all born of, then the body begins to heal up itself. So we need to actually, eat rightly. Let more of food that contain fruit, vegetables to be more in all our intake, and also change our water to Kangen water. So what do you drink is actually matter to your health. All right. If you are not drinking rightly, you are not taking enough good water, then your health might be demanding. Now, we are bringing it up to our Lord Jesus Christ, okay, who actually, in John 4:13 says that Jesus replied, "Everyone drink this water will soon become thirsty again." That is, it's talking about the water of life, all right? But those who drink the water that he gave, all right, will never taste it again. It becomes a fresh, bubbly spring without that giving them eternal life. So now he's talking about eternal life. But, by having access to the kind of water we're bringing to you today, you're going to have, a lot of benefit. Not all water is created equally. Yeah, not all water is created equally. For the fact that the water is clean, that doesn't mean that water is healthy, is safe for you to drink. All right, so let's get it. Now, you see, in our society, most water is actually bottled. All right, bottled waters are water that go through chemicals, filtrations, chlorines, all those stuff, and also bottling it. Now, that chemicals has already made the water to be not to be natural. And the storage, which is a bottle, that bottle is made with a chemical called bisphenol, as you can see on the screen. Bisphenol is actually hazardous to the human body, is dangerous to our health. Now, this bottle is actually has that bisphenol is actually carcinogenic, that can actually lead to cancer in a long run. After you consume it for a longer period of time, can lead to disease called cancer in our body system. Okay, so because of this storage, it makes the water not to be healthy to our human body. So we need to stop drinking water from plastics. Water actually is meant to drink fresh, not to stop, but drink fresh. That's why you see people in the village, they live a better life for getting water from the streams without chemical, without chlorine, putting in a mud pot and consuming to their body systems. You see them, they don't complain of organs issue. But in a modern world that we are living, packaging water and all that, you see how people trooping to hospital because of a lot of organs issues. Now, better health starts from better water. So let's see if Kange Water could give us. Now, this is a company we introduced to you, Energy, for over 50 years, and they run businesses in over 25 countries and 42 locations. And Nigeria is one of the locations which we open, that will be 2 years in 10th of June this year. Okay, so we are seeing babies in Nigeria. But this company have spent over 50 years around the world. In US, they got into United States of America in 2003, and that means about 20-something years now in US. So we are just new in Nigeria. But a lot of homes, you see that you need it. Now, this is research that was conducted by a group of Japanese doctors who collected water in these locations, Luda, France, Germany, Mexico, and India. This group of doctors actually collected the water to see what is present in the spring water that is not present in the regular water. So they discover something amazing. So this is it. This is the result of the research done by the doctors from the water collecting from those 5 locations. In Saudi Arabia, they call spring water Samsam water. All right. So these 5 locations chose from the tap lab text that all the water contain what we call active hydrogen. The leading doctor is Dr. Shinikata Shiriata. So that is the doctor that led the research group that conducted this. Now, if the water you consume contain active hydrogen, it's going to have 3 major properties of 1, antioxidant, anti-aging, and negative ORP. All right, these 3 properties is what we are going to check in our demonstration this wonderful morning. So sit back as we continue. Now, Kange Water will replicate, who is a technology that uses electricity and the water in your building, because Kange machine doesn't produce water. It's the same water in your building that will go through Kange machine, and it just pass through it and come out from the outer part, and the separation will happen to the water, and the one for the skin and also for the one that you consume, which is called the Kange water. So it contains a very active of that hydrogen in it. All right. So let's get. So this is the owner of the company, Mr. Oshiro and Mrs. Oshiro. So for over 50 years, this great couple have shared a lot of dreams to the world. I mean, now Energy is a Japanese company that are manufacturing the medical grade water Kange machine, which provide healthy therapeutic water from in our home, okay, by converting that, by allowing your water to go through Kange machine, it gives you that active hydrogen that we are talking about. So, and what it will lead your body to is to return your body back to origin, because the meaning of Kange in Japanese, Kange is a Japanese word. So in English, it means return to origin. Now, you can imagine when we're small, you see, our body heals itself, a little cut, body heal. But as we grow in age, because of the environment, because of the water, because of the food and all that, we live in a very highly toxic environment, acid food, carbohydrate food and all that. So our body healing voltage begin to drop, okay? Which body is supposed to supply back from the fruit, vegetables we consume. But because we don't have access to such food, okay, most of the food we consume is actually carbohydrate. So the healing voltage in our body begin to drop, and that takes our body to disease. So how will it be like if you can consume Kange and your body can give you that kind of feeling that you have when you were small, when you have a very strong immunity? And that is exactly what Kange water will do to your body system. So here I have the wonderful technology called Kange machine. Level Look SA501, this particular model was produced in 1994, but the first one was produced in 1974. That was the first time they concluded on the technology when they were building it, and that happened in 1974. And it was a bigger version of the machine, okay? It was a bigger version of the machine that was produced. All right. And it was supplied directly to the hospital, not meant to be used in the home. So it was only hospitals that were using it in Japan in 1974 until 1994. After testing for 20 years in hospital, they now produced the domestic model, which is level look SA541. So this particular one now, for being existent now, is over 30 years now. Okay. And it produced 5 different types of water. From the first button, it gives you pH of 8.5. So if you press again, it step it up to 9.0. If you click again, it move it up to 9.5. So this particular one is for regular consumption that will heal your body from the cell to cellulars and also to the body. Now, the next button will give you clean water. Clean water is actually for babies. Clean water is actually for cooking. Clean water is actually for medication. Okay? Why the next water is beauty water? Beauty water will give you is a pH of 5.5, which is the best water for our skin. Okay, not for consumption, but it's the best for bathing and also best for your plants in your environment. All the plant you have in your environment, you can use 2.5, 7.0, beauty water to filter them so that they can produce very well. You can have a green environment. Now, then the next one is called strong Kangen water, which is 11.5. 11.5 is very, very high in alkaline, which is not suitable for a regular drink, but the best water for removing pesticide in fruit, and also is the best water for people that is having serious health challenges, for them to recover faster. So we get a little 11 from them, okay, while they're taking minimum of 2 to 3 liters of 9.5 daily. All right, the last water, which is called pH of 2.5, that is strong acid water. Strong acid water is 2.5, which is used for sanitization, disinfectant of the environment. As a matter of fact, 2.5 is one of the reasons why they use Kangen machine in hospital in Japan, because 2.5 used for sterilization of surgical equipment. All right, so you don't need what we call hand sanitizer. This 2.5 is the best to mop your environment, is the best to filter into your, to the atmosphere to help any form of viruses and all that. 2.5 can also be used for tooth aching. Okay, you're having tooth aching, or you're having sore throat, or you're having bad breath. 2.5 is also fantastic on that area. So we're going to do them, pick them one by one and address them. So let's continue. If you are really enjoying this presentation, please kindly go to the chat box and type water. Go to the chat box and type water if you are really, really enjoying the presentation, okay? So now the first property that we're going to check in Kangen water is called antioxidation. That is, Kangen water does not contain oxidation. That is why it's called anti-aging water. All right, it is negative ORP. That is what you get there. Okay, because it is negative. Every other water you drink is actually oxidation present. That is why it is acid water. So it is positive, meaning oxidation is present. But once it is showing reading from the ORP meter, oxidation reduction potential meter, then it is what? Negative. That means it is free from oxidation. And if you are drinking water that is free from oxidation, which is meaning the water is antioxidant, then your skin will be looking younger, like what we are seeing on the screen. Now, if the water you consume is oxidation present, then you are close to aging. Your body begins to age faster, and that will tend for disease. Okay? In a typical oxidation is a fruit or a apple. If you give the apple a bite, it is white. After 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes, it becomes brown, because the oxygen we're talking about is present in the air. All right, which physical eyes cannot see. All right, the dust, the emission from the car and all that, these are what we are talking about. It emits and it destroys our oxygen that we breathe in. So this, if you live in a highly oxidated environment, the faster you age. Another way you can also see oxidation is tomato. When tomato is fresh, a mother will cook a nice food. But once it is rotten, then the soup becomes sour. So in oxidation, you can get it in apple, in tomato. But when it comes to water, you cannot know, because water is transparent in nature. For the fact the water is clean, that doesn't mean it's healthy. So living tissue plus oxidation in water is equal to sickness. Meaning, if the water you are drinking is oxidation present, that means you are actually taking a sickness for a longer period, a longer time. So this is a text that we can carry out to tell us more that this water is free from oxidation. Now, oxidation reduction potential is a meter that we use to read, to check the millivolt range of the oxidation in water. So once you drop the meter into the water, all right, and it's giving you negative, that is, it's coming to this side. That is meaning you can also take a reading from natural fruit or Chinese tea or vitamin C, olive oil, you can see they are negative 100, negative 200. But when it comes to Kangen water, it's negative 400 and above. Meaning Kangen water contains more of antioxidant than the fruit, than the tea, and also and so on and so forth. But when it comes to this side, meaning the reading from the meter is showing number without a minus, that means it is oxidation present, which you can read your tap water, your table water, that's the plastic water, and all these canned drinks, they are all acidic water, meaning they are oxidation present. Okay, so I have a video that will help us on that. So sit back and let's watch how it goes. Okay, now you can see the water. We have different kind of water that we are displaying here. All right, the first one is tap, the second one is reverse osmosis water, the third one is Fuji, they are all plastic water. The third one is Abina, that is mineral water. The other one is 7-Up, which is soft drinks. That one is category of malt, soft drinks, and Coke, malt, and so on and so forth. As long as it contains sugar, the last one is Kangen water. Now, the meter will bring the meter out for us to check the reading, whether it's going to be positive or it's going to be negative. Once it's positive, remember, positive means oxidation is present. Negative mean reading is antioxidant water that can heal the body. All right, this is showing us the meter again so that we can have understanding how the reading happens. You can see now this one is showing positive, no minus in the meter reading. So that means it's oxidation present. That means your body begins to tend to disease because it will bring acid reflux. For check sugar will be more than the rest. That means the more you drink sugar drinks, the more you are building acid reflux in your body. But immediately you enter Kangen water, you can see the negatives pop up and it tends to above 500, meaning the voltage begins to run the body that will heal the body system. Every water that you are seeing there, they are dead water. But the only water that have electron, that have life, that have healing property is Kangen water. And that negative will also solve any issue that has to do with cancer in the human body, because that healing voltage will not allow cancerous cells to survive in our body system when it's running in our body system. And that's why you see among the organs in our body, it's only heart that cannot be cancerous, compliance. Reason is because the heart run at the voltage of that pumping, it run at the voltage of between 50 to 70. So every other part of the body expects us to get this negative supply from where we can get it from food. But we don't consume food. Even the food we consume, they are chemically made food. So you are not getting the natural organic food from those vegetables and all that. So by changing your water to Kangen, you have actually done a lot of good to your body system and also to your entire family. So I believe you you find value in that presentation. Now, this is a comparison of a glass cup of Kangen water you drink versus fruit. For you to get the covalent antioxidant in fruit versus a glass cup of Kangen, in banana, you need to eat 94 sticks of banana to equate a glass cup of Kangen water. So you can see that it's actually more easy. You can consume 2, 3, 4, 5 glasses of Kangen water. Just take a stick of banana. You have actually loaded yourself with a lot of antioxidants that will help to heal body system. So here you can also see the fruit we can get and also some food you can eat that is acid, all right? But we actually eat more of acid food. We don't eat more of fruit or vegetable or water that is rich in antioxidant. But by imbibing yourself into buying Kangen machine, you're actually inviting this good antioxidant into your entire home. Now, the second property is called alkaline, which is anti-aging, all right? is talking about the pH. All right, pH start from neutral, from 0 to 14. All right, 7 is actually the middle of it, and what that is in neutral. Neutral means not acidic, not alkaline. Okay, now anything that has to do with 6.9 is already acid, and the more you drink, that the water is showing when you pour the pH scale into it, and it's giving light green or yellow or orange or red. The more it's going down, the more acid that water contains, and the more you are putting in sicknesses into your body system. Now, once the water becomes light blue, that means it's already fall on the alkaline side. But you know, the challenges of alkaline is that doctors usually tell people to stay away from it because they know that the only way you can get water alkaline is through chemical. But Kangen machine is doing it in a natural way that is not a chemical base. That's why we can also drink up to 9.5 from Kangen machine. No other one you can drink. You can't even go to 8.5 in the one that is made with a chemical. Okay? Now, because why? Because the molecule of the one with chemical is still bulky, is still larger. So it is your kidney that will break that molecule down before your cell can receive the alkaline that you needed in your body system. But that breaking down, Kangen machine will do that separation and make the water naturally to become what? Alkaline. And that is what your body cell need. And it begins to help you to flush acid in your body. So to get more information about this, I have another video that will help us on this. So sit back and let's also enjoy it. Now we are using the same water, and here we have pH tester. That is potential hydrogen liquid that can tell us the pH of water. According to what end of the question says, water should be neutral. That is because they know that the only way to call that is through chemical. So they don't want to be drinking the water that is high in chemical. That's why they say neutral. So every plastic water is neutral. You can see that one is neutral, but the other one is very, very acidic. The plastic one, very, very acidic. Okay, determine how long the water has seated in that water will determine how it is. But now is we want to start drinking Kangen water. The body should begin to change to alkaline. Can you see that? So when you begin to drink Kangen water, like I said, if you begin to flush out acid before, that's what happened to that water. But I want you to watch something. Watch the soft drink, whether it will change to alkaline. It can't change. So every time you drink sugar drink, you're actually killing your body cell. You're actually doing more acid reflux in your body. Now, after you are drinking Kangen water, you have to take just a glass cup. I mean, just a cup of soft drink. You can see what happened to the tissue. It moved back the tissue to what? Acid. That's what tell you that we're actually killing ourselves gradually, unknowingly. So we need to make a change. That's why we need to have Kangen machine. If I'm actually sharing value and you are seeing the value and you are seeing it, I mean, it's really hitting the point. Please go to the chat box and type Kangen. I want to appreciate those that have tapped water earlier. Mr. Frank, Mr. Vivian, Anthony, Ike, no, but I don't know, Anthony, okay? Thank you for that. So if you are seeing value in that, go to the chat box, type Kangen, okay? Type Kangen. If you are seeing value in that presentation. Now, this is to cap up the pH. A research is done by Dr. Eric Wombong. He did the research in 1923, and he received a Nobel Prize on the same research he did in 1931, and he proved in his work that the metabolism of tumor, he demonstrated that all forms of cancers are characterized by two basic conditions, which is one, acidosis, which is acid. Second, hypoxia. The meaning of hypoxia, it says that it is lack of oxygen. That oxygen is talking about is what you are getting it 500 and above in the last video we watched, meaning it is already present in the Kangen water. So lack of it in the body begins to build acidosis, which is acid. And acidity tissue, cancerous cell thrives. But healthy tissue, which is alkaline, cancerous cells cannot survive. So you can see now that everybody needs Kangen water. And now say deprive itself 35% of oxygen in 24 hours, the body cancerous cells will begin to what? Spring up. And in acid tissue, cancerous cells multiply and enjoy it. Today's presentation is actually terms on health. So we're going to have a lot of discussion about health. So let me just continue. The top property, which is called microcluster. Microcluster is talking about molecular structures, the makeup of the water. But I want to say this. Human body is made up of 70% of water. So here we are talking about the smaller unit of water that can penetrate the body cell, that can absorb the body faster. But if our body is made up of 70% of water, so meaning we need water to get into the whole body system, the organ, the kidney, the lungs, and everything. So that why the healing can begin, so that the body can begin to, the cell can begin to protect our body system. So to confirm that 70%, you can see the lungs is about 90% of water, blood 82, skin 80, muscle 75, brain 70, bone 22%. Can you believe that? That bone contains 20% of water. So meaning water is a essential, part of our body system that we can't do without it. That is our living oxygen. Okay? Now, 2 reasons why your water needs to be micro. Number 1, supply saline nutrient into the body. Where do you get nutrient from? From the food you consume, from the water, from the fruit, from the medicine, from supplement. Those nutrients can only get into your body if the water you drink after it is what? Micro. Second, detox saline waste out of the body. Where do you get waste from? Waste from the same food you consume. Everything you eat has a level of waste that needs to go out through the colon and rectums and all that to go outside your body system. But if the water you drink after is not water that can easily penetrate, that can help you to dissolve it faster, then the whole thing will stop in the colon. And colon is a place that you store the waste. And if the waste just will be there for a little time before it goes out of the body. So if the waste is not going out, that means you are not having a regular bowel movement system, then you are actually inviting death into your body, because death is in the colon. So let's look at the bunky water. Microclustering is talking about small water clusters that lead to better hydration. So if the water is micro, then easily absorption can happen. Look at regular water molecule, is bunky, is larger. That is why you drink regular water, you see it's bloated. You feel the bloatedness in your down tummy, and your mouth is demanding for more water. But yet, you are drinking water. Why? Because the one you drank, body doesn't recognize as water. So you are feeling heavy. And because the water is too large, it's too heavy. The molecules are about 15 to 20, is too large. But the same water, go through Kangen machine. Kangen will now separate out and give you the water that is rich in antioxidant and water that is alkaline. And now the molecule has broken down to smaller so that your body cell can enjoy the antioxidant and the anti-aging, which is alkaline. So it becomes 5 to 6 micro. So let's watch another video that will help us. Watch out this. We want to use a tea bag. Tea to represent our body. Now, you remember when you drink a water, there is bunky, because the water, regular water to make it, you have to boil it. But now we are not boiling it, so it won't penetrate the tea. That's what happens when you drink water, it's not penetrating to yourself. But look at Kangen, immediately getting up, why the regular is still struggling to make the tea. So that's what experience in your body. Now, the second part is nutrient absorption. The water you drink, immediately after you finish absorption of that food, will the nutrient get to your cell, or will the nutrient become paralyzed? Watch. Same size of the tea, but what happens? The tap water neutralize the tea, while Kangen water multiply the tea, meaning multiply the cell. That's the meaning of that. So you can see now that Kangen machine, it is a must for everything if you really want to enjoy good health, so that the little money you are making can be used to do other valuable things or other asset stuff. All right, I believe you really enjoyed the demonstrations. I'm so glad to introduce doctors that wrote a lot of books about this technology that I'm presenting to you. It's not just a theory that has no basis. These are medical doctors. Okay, they practice medicine, but they look out to other things that can help humanity. Let's talk about first Dr. Romishian. Dr. Romishian is a co-inventor of colonoscopy. He wrote a book called Enzyme Factor, which I'm going to look at it in a brief. Then we also have Bob G. Wright. Bob G. Wright is a director of American Anti-Cancer Institute in the United States of America. Romishian practiced in Abaisi College of Medicine, New York. While Bob G. Wright is the director of American Anti-Cancer Institute in the US. Dave Carpenter is a medical doctor, but a practiced naturopathic. Then Peggy Parker also is a medical doctor, but a practiced naturopathic. So all of them, they have their own books. But let's look at first a book from G. Wright, he wrote Killing Cancer, Not People by G. Wright. So let's see what he said. He said, step 3 to cancer diet, which structures ionizer water could save your life. So on page 158 of the book, he said, I believe that ionizer water is mandatory baseline requirement for those with cancer. So meaning you have cancer and you don't want to have cancer, the baseline for your body system is to begin to drink Kangen water. I know how my life has been, how my health has been for over 2 years now. I've been drinking Kangen water. He's talking to himself in the book. He said, if I were looking for electrolyzing unit today, that is making a comparison from other ionizer, that if I were looking for electrolyzing unit today, I would choose SZ501 made by Energy Company. He now give it a name. He said it's a Rolls Royce, the best water ionizer, Kangen water. They've been in business for 30 years because this book was written about 15 years ago. On page 170, he said, what is he? I have a financial interest. No, okay, I have no financial interest in Energy Company, nor do I receive any remuneration for my recommendation. That is telling you that in all that I've written this book for this particular technology, that I'm not being paid for doing that. So he's doing it willingly because it is a research that he did, and he used the water to treat a lot of people, and that's bringing him to start writing books so that to keep the knowledge to the next generation, so that if you are sick, you can still find a solution to that your problems. So the second book is Dr. Romishian is an MD, a professor of surgery in Abaisi College of Medicine, New York. You can see what he said in his books on page 159. He said, Kangen water is alkaline-rich water. Between 8 to 9 and is considered the very best comparable power of hydration, detoxification, and antioxidation. Not about 4 books, and everything about it is talking about water and also fruit and vegetables that you can use to heal your body system. So recommend all the treatments done by using Kangen water, okay, natural way. So people who have respiratory problems, you can see before and after. The next one is someone with cancer. All right, someone with breast cancer, a 45-year-old woman with breast cancer. You can see before the colon is full with a lot of residues, a lot of deposit of, fixes that's supposed to have been in the septic, but it's still carrying it around. So you can see in 3 months of drinking Kangen water, the whole colon is washed off. This is someone with cancer, but this person is already running through chemo. You know, chemo actually destroys the body cells. It's a targeted therapy that kills both the good and the bad cells in the body system. So you can see the colon is burnt because it has gone through the fry of chemo. 3 months of drinking Kangen water, the cell, everything, the whole stuff begin to, restore back. So you need Kangen machine in your home to get a fresh water. This is the first testimony we experienced when we started in 2022 in Maryland. She's a stage 4 cancer, and they brought her, they weigh her in. She has finished 6 dose pan of chemo from Bangkok University Teaching Hospital in Ileshan, Ogun State. So they brought her on that fateful August. I think first week of August, they brought her to Maryland. Then we are just starting to share the water to people and all that. And our friend invited her, she's sober. And I'm the first, so when they brought her, Mr. Emmett was the one taking section of them. Then I'm still learning about all this. And Emmett asked her, she said she around 2 chemo, she's having stage 4 cancer. And the doctors said she should just go and wait and be expecting the death date. And a friend gave her a call and she's there. So Emma said, everyone, get 11.5 a glass cup. I gave her 10 minutes after. Sarah said, giving her the strong night light from Kange machine. To the glory of God, 35 to 40 minutes after, started going to the restroom to detox, to wee and to pee. And that is the beginning of a toxin out of the body system. That same day, she says for over past 2 years now, she has been on this, she has not been having a sound sleep, especially when the chemo started introducing to her. And that day she got home around 7 p.m. Around 6, by 7 p.m., she already dozed off. So she slept over till the next day. Just a minute. Please kindly come into the office. I'm on Zoom meeting and I'll get back to you. When you get to the reception, just say that I will come and meet you. Thank you. So she slept off until the next day morning before she could wake up. She's more younger than everyone, and she's above 60 years old. So that is one of the texts. When we have a lot of them, go to Google and ask for Google on Kange, the drinker of Kange, you'll be amazed at people you will see. You can see Ajeli Jolie there. You can see Donald Trump. All these people you are seeing, they are actually drinking Kange water. So join the lovers of Kange water. So we just finished the first presentation. The first water out of the 5 different water from Kange machine. So the next one is clean water. Clean water is simply for medication for babies. Baby from 0 to 9 months. Once the child started taking normal carbohydrate food, then you step the child to start taking Kange water. To take your medication, please don't use Kange water to drink medication because of the microcluster. So it can make this drug to be more to yourself. So give 30 minutes after the drugs using regular water or Kange, neutral water from the machine, or your regular water in case you don't have the machine and you have Kange water. So use your regular water. 30 minutes after, then you resume back with your Kange. Now, Kange will do something to your body by helping you to flush out the toxicity of the drugs that have been deposited in your body after the drugs. Kange will flush it out because anything that has to do with antibody, Kange take care of it. So, this water is a beauty water, which is 5.5. Best for your skin. Okay, beauty water is something that you really enjoy as a lady or as a guy. You want to keep your body set. So we have a machine that can also give you
an Nespa shower machine and experience what true health and hydration looks like on your body, skin, and hair. We cannot wait for you to experience your first Nespa shower.
Spa water.
Our skin is like a sponge. It absorbs
helps your skin to give you direct
so I use the Nespa
because the major reason why we're having problems with
it's
water
like having a Japanese hot spring in your own home.
Makes our
it's a bit different, but it's made from the same great Japanese company. In a hot spring. My
but with Nespa water,
I feel rejuvenated. My hair feels great.
This is the
There's
best
no smell in the water.
on your
and
wedding
I can
anniversary
step out there just feeling like a whole new person.
Okay, so let's look at the result of using beauty water or Kange. Beauty water or an Nespa. Look at it. It moisturizes the skin and lifts the aging of your physical look. Remove, dryness. Moisturize, lustrous hair. Very good on the hair. If your hair is sagging, spray beauty water and the comb will move it. It start them, it's moving slicky. It brightens the skin. It refines the pore. It relieves pimples. Fantastic water in your skin, and also fantastic water for your plants. So it's not just for you alone, also for your environment. So how will it look like if your body skin can be kept from when you're young even to adulthood? Life will be beautiful. So change your water, change your life. Okay, lastly, strong alkaline water, which is 11.5. How do you wash your fruit and vegetables? I'm telling you, this thing is actually killing us. 11.5 is actually not meant for drinking, but you can recommend a little bit of it for people that have challenges, health challenges. They can take it a little bit, but not that much. A glass cup in the morning and night, especially people with cancer, people with all manner of diseases that you know that they are really, really down. Okay, you want to help them to come up, so you can give them a little 11. Use your discretion, little morning and evening. Then they need to drink minimum of 2 to 3 liters every day. That's water protocol. If you want more information about water protocol, I will still talk about it at the end, or you can ask me. I will tell you what to do. So, but 11.5 basically is good to get rid of pesticide in fruits. You see, I have a video that I want us to watch so that we can even get more information about this. Okay, so let's sit back and watch. Now, here we have from farm, but before that, let's talk about the oil. You know, oil and water don't mix, because that's why farmers use oil-based chemical to filter to the farm, so that when the rain fall on the farm, the chemical will not be removed. That's why you see chemical, you see in that fruit, in that rice, in that beans when you are eating them. So watch, oil and water, oil will stay afloat on water. They don't mix, they are not friends. But wash candle water, 11.5. What happens to the water? They become friends. It breaks the oil to a smaller unit. That means if you soak your beans in 11.5, the oil will be out. It emulsifies the oil. It breaks the oil to a smaller unit. So soak beans, soak rice, soak turkey, soak meat, all those fruits. That's your apple. You see the wonder. So let's watch it on farm produce, which is a tomato. You know, we're not using regular water to what? But any water with chlorine, when it goes into the food, the fruit will absorb the chlorine. We absorb the water because it's contains chlorine. Alright? And cannot remove the chemicals. Wash the result of 11.5 on your fruit, on your beans, on your rice. The result will be amazing. The regular water, nothing can be removed. It doesn't have the power, to penetrate to get rid of that chemicals, because it cannot penetrate through the oil. Wash 11.5 from the table of Kange, Energy International Kange water. You can see the fruit was able, the 11.5 was able to remove the pesticide, the herbicide, all these chemicals go to our body. If you are giving anyone even $100 to drink this, you will be able to drink, but you have been eating this all this while from those food that you eat. We even learned that people are using sniper to preserve beans. God will help us. With the present economic situation, human beings are doing all manner of things just to make money. Look at the farmer now. If it's not safe to breathe, this thing is not safe for him to breathe, you can see he protect himself. Why is he spraying it on the farm that people will eat? Because he wants high productivities. They are only doing it for, profit sake, not for healthy sake. Now, you can see we have addressed 4 of the water. The last one, which is number 5, strong acid water, that is 2.5. 2.5 is actually one of the reasons why they use this fantastic machine in hospital in Japan, because 2.5 use of sterilization of surgical equipment. You can see it's an excellent good for knife sterilization, hand washing, mopping the floor, your tooth aching, everything, wound, unhealed wound, breast cancer wound, or any, wound that is not healed in your body, you can use 2.5 to get rid of it. So also 2.5 is good for acne. Okay, this is eczema, very good on it. Spray it, drinking Kangen water to take care of it internally. Why this one take care of it external? Is that external use product. But why the regular one you are drinking, you take care of internal body system. I remember when I started taking Kangen water for good 3 days, I couldn't come out in Maryland. My pus come out from my body system. It began to flush, detox my body system. I couldn't come out. Then after, it now restore my skin back. So you can also see it on psoriasis, before and after, before and after. See another psoriasis now. Psoriasis could be very dangerous, could be very stubborn. We refuse to get it off. So spraying 2.5 on it is fantastic. Also, 2.5 is also good for after shaving. Like I shaved yesterday morning, I bath and I shave. I use 2.5 on myself before going to shower. 2.5 is very good to take care of any external issues. You get the result amazing. This is another psoriasis on another lady. You can see before and after, before and after. Now, let's go on. This is a certificate of giving to all the technology to tell you that this is also known by a lot of bodies in the world. But we'd like to talk about Ministry of Health in Japan give this certificate as a medical device certification. Why International ISO give this certificate, okay, as a 13,485, the same certification given to all medical equipment. In United States of America, Water Quality Association give a gold sealed on Kangen machine. That is, it is a premium product. It is a fantastic product that every homes need to have it. So this is a machine, it's a medical device, not just a water machine. It's not a water purifier. It is a medical device, or you call it Kangen machine. All right, this is a factory where this machine is being produced in Okinawa, Japan. And I believe you see value in what I'm presenting. So if you actually see value, please go to the chat box and type value. Go to the chat box and type value. If you are seeing value in this, so this is the SD501. It has 7 plates, 5 years warranty. The value today is 4,837,500. With 4 million, you can actually own this fantastic water machine that you don't need to spend a dime on water again. That your seaway, just bring it to catch water from your machine and put it. In fact, it begins to save you money from the moment you buy it, and it will reduce the flow at which you visit hospital, and you see your health begin to bounce. You can also buy the smaller one, which is called SC Junior. That one is 4,085,000 naira. Okay, we also have another one called Level Look SC501 Platinum. Platinum is 5,160,000. This one has sliver covered, same 7 plate, but it speaks 5 languages. SC501 speaks 1 language, but this one speaks 5 languages, and the value is 5,160,000 naira. So all the machine has durability of minimum lifespan use of 30 years, meaning in 30 years, you are just starting to use your machine. So the last size, we have the fantastic flashing models, which is designed for the elite. That is K8. K8 is 8 plates, and it speaks 8 language, and is touch screen. All right, very sensitive. And also, you can actually use it in any countries. What I mean is, United America use the electric there is 110. So you can take it over there and plug it, no problem. It will adjust itself. Bring it down here, it also adjusts to 220. So it's a can be using in any country without watching the light. But if it is the other one, you have to. It's like you need step up, or you step you need to step down, because it's 220. It's made for Europe and Africa. It's 220. But if you take it from US, you need a step down. Okay. So this is what we have. So the K8 is 6,235,000 naira. I'm telling you, the same way, 30 years minimum lifespan use. I like to talk about this 30 years because 6,235,000 to have to own K8 in your home versus buying a car or building a house. Building a house, very essential. Buying a car, very essential. But I'm telling you, the car you buy 250 million, the car you buy 150, the car you buy 65, 100 million. But I'm telling you, even the one you buy 250 million, in 5 years, which warranty that we have in Kangen machine, that car is no longer a brand new car again. If you still have the car for the next 30 years, sir, that car, you are no longer one of the people that ride a car on the street. In fact, as a matter of fact, that car will have turned into a vehicle. You agree with me? So Kangen machine, in 30 years, you are just starting to use it. is still serving you. So you can imagine what you have saved in every plastic bottle you are buying. For over 20 something years, I mean, for over 2 years now, I've not drop money or buy pet water bottle. And I drink water every minute, every seconds. Why? Because I'm into a business that gives me healthy water. Even in my house, we don't buy water. The seaway, they just get from the machine and put there. So if you now watch what you can save in the next 10, 5, 20, 30 years, you see that you have actually saved a lot. Is the best that you can actually give to your family. An expert value is 3,870,000. You can own it so that you can be able to enjoy your good water. So this is a account detail. You can make your transfer of any of it you want. Then you give us the alert receipt of payment and also your details and your either your passport or your NIM or driver license or voter's card. Any ID of government that represents you is what we needed to be able to code your machine, and you have it. Okay, I believe you really enjoyed it. But before I stopped, I want to introduce to you the 4-month plan to own a Kangen machine. Okay, 4-month plan to own a Kangen machine. So the first month you can make payment of 1 million. Second month, third month, fourth month you make the balance of 1,837,500 into directly to Energic account, and you give us the receipt. Then at that 4 months, then you can be able to code your machine and you can carry it and start enjoying your machine. This is just the aspect that we are going to discuss tonight. I mean, this wonderful morning. Now, questions, please, you can unmute and throw your questions. Okay. The eighth aspect, which is, we're going to handle that eighth aspect in the question and answer section, which we are in now. So please, any questions, please unmute yourself and drop your questions, or you can take over the floor by ask your questions, or you have issues and you are looking how can Kangen water helps? What are the things that I can do to help somebody that is having these health challenges? Okay, please, over to the floor. But before I do this, one of my leaders called me, I think yesterday, that's Mr. Frank. I think Frank is in the house. Yes, Frank is in. From Warri. He's the leader of Kangen business in Warri. So he called me to ask some people who have health challenges. So I now promise him that every Friday we'll be having the presentation. Is going to teach towards health. Now, this is what I was now telling him. There are formulas ways you can heal somebody's body system. I want us to have understanding that the reason why our body is falling sick, one of the major reasons is acid reflux. And acid reflux is built over the years through lifestyle, through carbohydrate, through kind of water we drink. So our body tissue has built a very strong acid reflux. And one of the things that acid reflux does to the body is that it prevents your body from accessing nutrient from food, from fruit, from supplement, from drugs. So if you don't get rid of that acid reflux, your body will begin to fall sickly. So this is my formation that I'm using to help people who are in a critical condition, who wants, health. Now, another thing that you need to do is, as a leader, first, like what doctors do to their patient, they have, interaction, commune with them. Why they are doing that? So that they can have faith, belief towards them. So I do this a lot. I counsel them, okay? Even whether on phone or whatever, I counsel them. Then I now do one thing. I first of all address that acid reflux by placing them on water protocol and also water protocol plus fasting, 3 days fasting. I've been using this now I started using this since around August last year, but this is the first time I'm discussing it to the general house. Except it's someone that have a challenge that call me, I'll tell them. Now, what am I doing is, you know that naturally fasting help our body systems. Okay, when you fast, your body tend to release toxic out. Okay? Now, when you are now fasting, the fasting you are fasting is not, if you want to put prayer and that, fine. But what I'm just saying is, you are not eating carbohydrate. That's the meaning of the fasting I'm telling you. But your water, kangen water, become your friend. Not just kangen water, but you place that person on the very strong 9.5. Okay? 9.5, very strong 9.5, which I recommended you fetch it from the back. Now, that person will be drinking the water, gushing it. If the person is feeling so hungry that the water cannot sustain it, because like me, I'm used to it. I'm used to kangen water. Sometimes I run 4 days water, on kangen. Now, if the person is feeling seriously hungry, let him make smoothie from fruit. But when you're making that smoothie, don't add orange, because orange is, it has, although orange is rich in vitamin C, but sometimes the acidity might make the body not to be able to withstand. Okay, so you can use watermelon, cucumber. If you can get spinach, you can blend it with it. If you can get beetroot is very good. Fine. All those food, you can blend it and drink it. It will make the body to become more full. All right. So 3 days fasting, meaning 3 days without carbohydrate. Now, what you have done is, because you are drinking kangen water very well, you are drinking it, make sure you get your gauge. Check your body mass index. All right. Whatever your body mass, you divide it by 20. Whatever you get that is the volume of your water consumption supplied to your body on daily basis. All right. So, but at least between 2 to 3 liters. Okay. Between 2 to 3 liters of water of kangen. Take it, make sure you drink it on daily basis. All right. You see that the healing will have begin immediately. You will have begin that healing, because that was one of the things that I also used for TT in 2022. All right. The lady that showed you that I have a cancer that you saw on the pictures. So in any disease that you want to address, if you address it this way. Now, let me tell you another testimony I just got this January. I got a call in Ibadan. I was in home. I haven't come to Lagos then. So there's this woman, she's having cysts, all right? That they wanted to place her. They wanted to place her even on chemo, but they went to do hemorrhoid for her. This woman, the tummy started, protrude. And I just tell her what I need to. I told her this same formula, that you should go on water fasting. In fact, I placed on 7 days, but I have to do first 3 days. After 3 days, you stopped and continue. Then after about 1 week, then you now do the remaining 4 days. So I wish the woman adhere to my advice. Now, after 1 week on kangen water, do you know that the woman started bringing out blood? Blood started pushing out of her body systems. I think last week they called me. The woman said the blood has stopped and she's getting an injection. So when that blood was coming out, the woman was afraid. And I asked her, man, she called me. I said, man, are you having general body weakness? She said, no. I said, man, you don't have any problems. Are you having your energy? You can do so many things. She said, yes. I said, man, don't bother yourself. I'll just be taking it out. The water is helping to push out those bad things in your body system. You know, but now, last week, the blood stopped. And the woman was thanking me. She now introduced another person who having the same problem. But this one is already, this other one that she introduced, her case is already complicated. Because the tummy is already very, very productive. She's pregnant. Well, they wanted to place her on, that one they already recommend to go for what do you call it, for dialysis. But I tell her that, let's see what we can do within 1 week or thereabouts. If after then, maybe she can go for that dialysis, then she come back, then we can now start it from where we stopped. So what I'm telling you is really working. So if you have any question, please unmute yourself or drop questions. Or maybe things that I said that you don't really understand, you can drop it so that one address it. Thank you. God bless you.